This week over at Facebook, we talked about art journal envy and how do we create something fantastic and we're not sure where we get started. So this is the process that I went through to create this Wish art journal layout. The first thing I did was grab some sheets of watercolour paper, fold them in half and then create them into an art journal by using a simple pamphlet binding. This is then a great platform for painting and adding things to, and they're cheap and easy to make so we don't feel like we're wasting our good supplies. Now the layout I started with had some green paint on it and I wasn't too impressed with that. So I took some dress pattern tissue paper that I had painted on in blue and green and stuck it all over the art journal layout using gel medium. I then left it overnight to dry. Starting on my art journal process, I added some washi tape in red and then also got a flower stamp and used StazOn Midnight Blue ink to stamp them around. Now I also did heat set that just to ensure that it dried over the gel medium. Then I took some Sharpie pens and wrote in the text, and what this layout is centralised around is the quote, "What does a wish look like?" Once I had done that, I then added some highlights with a thin red Sharpie pen, some swirls, and then also highlighting the what part of the sentence. I also got a white paint Sharpie pen and highlighted the wish, as that was the key theme of this journal layout. I then got some twinkling H2Os and added some colour into the spaces that was a bit empty. I also used it for highlighting around the flower and some other areas. And this twinkling H2Os did actually dry on the gel medium, which was rather exciting. I did heat set it a little bit as well. And then on the top right I'd added some little flags that looked like a good place for a pennant, so I added those with the light blue Sharpie pen and then again highlighted that in the white paint pen. And here I thought I was finished, but it wasn't until I came back in the morning that I said, well, while I've asked a question, what does a wish look like? I hadn't actually used the journal to answer the question. So I added in a few possible answers, and that included a butterfly. So I found some butterfly stamps and also added those in the blue StazOn the Midnight Blue. So what does a wish look like? Is it a butterfly? Is it a hug? A flower? Or a kiss? And these were all added in the blue Sharpie pens. So the things I learnt while I was doing this layout is that the main text got a little bit lost amongst all the patterns on the dress tissue paper. So I need to make sure that I plan some more open spaces or create a way of making that clear area by adding some journaling panels or some gesso wash just to help lift that text out. I also found that the twinkling H2Os do dry over gel medium, though I did tend to heat set it with a heat gun just to make sure. And also I had fun finding some of my old butterfly stamps that I hadn't used in a long time. So now that I was happy that my layout was finished, so what does a wish look like? It could be a kiss, a hug, a flower, a butterfly or a rainbow. So thank you for joining us today to look at what a wish looks like and look at our process for creating an art journal. So next time you're faced with art journal envy, don't let it get to you. Get started and work through the progress and see what you can learn from it. Have a great day.